Hello everybody, I'm Flying Panda, and welcome to a new Minecraft series I'm starting. So in this series, we are going to be taking a civilization from a tribal era all the way up to the modern age. And so, let's get started, shall we? So I have this area cleared out and ready to go. And these logs represent where some houses are going to go. Right here in the center is going to be a fire pit. And so, let's get started. Okay, so I'm thinking we start with this house right here. Okay, I'm gonna get some blocks to build with. And that should be good enough to just get the basic shape. Speaking of the basic shape, here's the general design I'm going for. Oh, did not mean to show that. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna turn my block sound way down. There we go, it's a lot better. Actually, I'm gonna turn it down further. There we go. So the plan is this area is going to be composed mainly of these tent-like structures. This is a design I've had for a while and I always wanted to use on something, so let's use it on this. And so this is going to be 9 blocks long, which is a lot of blocks long, and it's not very wide, so it really leads to a very long and skinny interior, which I find to be hard to decorate. Okay, so that's the basic shape of it, and then what we do is we go in and add these supports, like so. And so the first time I actually built this, I actually used this for a sort of support beam, but just doesn't really have a very natural shaping to it. So I decided to go for a much more smoothed out this style, and I think it looks a lot better. Okay, so that's the basic building done. Oh, and then we also want to come in here and add this back wall and this front little support beam right there. So now that is the basic shape done. As you can see, it's a very bland house. So let's make it more interesting, shall we? And the way I'm going to do that is by punching in some designs into this. And so just kind of go something like that. Maybe like that. Yeah, that's good. And then should we go like this? Yeah, that isn't looking too bad. Or maybe we should go this instead. No. There we go. Sorry if my keyboard is really loud, it's just an old thing and I strafe a lot. And so that makes a lot of noise. Okay. So let's just Yeah, I think this is definitely a lot better. Don't know why I got that huge lag spike there. Oh well. Okay. So as you can see, it just adds so much more visual interest to have these designs. Okay. If you want to know how I get the inspiration for these designs that I'm going to be doing throughout this series, I just go on Google Image and search up tribal patterns, and it's really good for some inspiration. Just like that. Okay. So now, let's move on to the interior. Let's get started on the interior, shall we? So, well, if you don't know, you can just hit F3 and to switch from creative to spectator mode. I find that very useful. And so, I've laid out this sort of floor. It's supposed to kind of look like just normal grass that's just been walked on and trampled. And I didn't really build that on camera because I'm not a good enough commentator to not make that incredibly boring. But let's start building the interior. So I'm thinking we put a bed in the corner, and then let's just put a chest on a shelf. And where's that pig? Okay. Let's turn down friendly creatures, or else that pig is going to drive me to the verge of insanity. Let's put just another chest up there, even though it's not really too practical. It just gives a nice effect of sort of cluttered area. Maybe let's make a little table like this. And what we can do is we could have some item frames with this in it. So it kind of looks like a weapons rack. Yeah, how about that? Okay. So let's see. Maybe just add. What else could we add? I don't know. Maybe just another chest right there. No, because that just looks too cluttered. How about just at ground level? What we could do is we could just get rid of that and shorten this, and then we have space to put a chest. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good looking interior. So I think that's this building done. So for the remaining time of this episode, I'm just going to do a little fly through of the scenery and give my thoughts on why I chose this area. So, we have this really big taiga biome, which is where we're building our village. And I chose this area because it kind of reminded me of like the Californian redwood forests, and I don't know, I thought that would be a cool place to build. And so, I chose this place specifically because there's lots of rivers and lakes around. Rivers and lakes that lead to this nice beachfront and an ocean, which geographically makes sense. If you're going to be starting a village, you want it close to a source of fresh water, and in a large body of water, such as an ocean. Okay. And then then over here, we have this nice forest biome. And I don't really know what I want to do in here yet. Probably later on just build a small town. So yeah, I thought this place just seemed like a nice place to settle down. Let's see if I can find my way back. Here I am. So that'll be all for the first episode of this series. I hope you all join me next time. See ya.